And we welcome you to the Virginia Beach Sportsplex and our coverage of this 2023 lacrosse season opener for the Virginia Beach Public Schools, the first ever one here at the Sportsplex, with Virginia Beach High Schools playing lacrosse interscholastically for the first time this spring. Earlier tonight, it was the Ocean Lakes girls defeating Kempsville by a count of 13-4. Now it's the Ocean Lakes boys taking on the Kempsville Chiefs. The Dolphins and Chiefs squaring off here in this matchup, and we're just about ready to get underway here at the Sportsplex. I am Matthew Hatfield. We also want to thank Jeff Fatma, our camera operator, also Jaden Fatma helping us out today, Nick Sentai, Chuck Thornton, and the whole crew for making this possible. And Virginia Beach has had schools compete in club lacrosse for many years, including this Kempsville program you'll be watching here tonight in the white jerseys with the red numerals. Ocean Lakes wearing the dark blue jerseys with the gold trim and the white numerals. But now, Virginia Beach very excited to finally be able to provide this new opportunity for student athletes to engage in this competitive sport. I see Student Activities Coordinator David Rhodes here tonight. And playing lacrosse, like all sports, he says, not only develops athletic skills, but also instills valuable life lessons in teamwork, leadership, and perseverance, setting up young athletes for success both on and off the field. And we're going to introduce you to some of these hardworking young men for both the Chiefs of Kempsville and the Dolphins of Ocean Lakes. We will tell you that for Ocean Lakes, their roster might be a little bit different tonight because some numbers have changed and some names have changed from that. So we'll give you what we have that has been supplied to us. We'll give them to you in the order they are listed here. Number 5, Aiden Dupree. Number 4, Ethan Locke. Number 22, Brennan Burton. Number 9, Luke Rubel. Number 8, Kelly Williams. Number 18, Gavin Workman. Number 11, Cole Anderson. Number 23, Thomas Dillard. Number 14, James Scarbick. Number 26, Nate Bushy. Number 3, JP Estrada. Number 25, Caden Longwater. Number 19, Tony Katie. Number 24, Matthew Anton. Number 6, Miles Gravett. Number 2, Dylan Labashi. Number 15, Ryan Devlin. Number 7, Mikey Locke. Number 17, Tyson Jacques. Number 16, Sawyer Adams. Number 10, Tegan Alexander. And number 1, Jaden Hahn. And the face-off controlled by Ocean Lakes, which is on the move. Let's tell you about our officials for this contest as well. And the two coaches. For Ocean Lakes, they are coached by Mark Keller. For Kempsville, they are coached by Abby O'Neill, Absalom O'Neill, who has poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into getting the Kempsville program off and running here. Our officials tonight, Mark Keller is the head coach for Ocean Lakes, Our officials tonight, Bob McNabb, Tom Bell, and Wes Sams. So we are underway in Kempsville. Let's tell you about their starting lineup for Coach Abby O'Neill. Chiefs going to feature in numerical order. We'll tell you about Hunter Pentecost, number 2, Adam Lindenberg, number 3, Keegan Harmon, number 4, Noah Carretta, number 6, Sterling Homer. You might remember that name from the football season this past fall under Coach Darryl Cherry, a key contributor for the Chiefs as they made it back to the regional championship. They've lost a couple of tough ones the last 2 years to Green Run in that region final. Sterling Homer is number 6. Number 7 is Jaden Tanner. Number 8, Jared Benson. As the Chiefs have it behind the net trying to get something working here right now, we will tell you with number 1, Hudson Pentecost. He's already been a factor through their first 3 games. We'll tell you more about him in just a bit as a little shake and bake move there with Max Stratton. And near the net, a couple of defenders keeping Kempsville from threatening, but that one's going to go over top, and in fact, that one pretty much sailing well over the net. Missed it upstairs. But back to the Kempsville roster. We told you about Sterling Homer, 6, Jaden Tanner, number 7, Jared Benson, number 8, Noah Lee, number 9, who was the quarterback of that football team, number 10, Colin Rickroad, number 11, Tyler Grover, number 12, Nate Hossey, number 13, Gavin Toney. Grayson Scully wears number 14. Number 15 is the goalkeeper, Troy Thaxton. Number 16, Williams Hernandez. Number 17, Cole Hook. Number 18, Nate Roy. Number 19, Ethan Vuong. Number 20, Aiden Huntley. Number 21, James Martin. Number 22, Max Stratton. Number 23, Cameron Parrott. Number 24, William Bateman. And number 25, Connor McMurray. And our broadcast tonight is being presented by the Dirty Buffalo. Where else to go to get your wings than the Dirty Buffalo, which has multiple locations, in fact, 4 convenient locations in the 757. One right down the street from us here at the Sportsplex, another one near Grassfield High School in Chesapeake. And Dirty Buffalo, whether it's here in Virginia Beach or Chesapeake or wherever in the 757, They allow you to dine in, carry out, and have delivery available to you. Look for coupons on the back of your ticket and come see them after the game. The Dirty Buffalo, it's more than just a wing joint. We thank them for being our title sponsor of tonight's action at the Sportsplex with Lacrosse. So many great athletic events we've been able to bring you, from Mustangs Pop Warner football to high school football action, both public school and private school action, field hockey, just a few blocks down, not even a few blocks, literally about a hop, skip, and jump from us here in the training center, right next door. Soccer and so much more. As right now Kempsville, which is working from left to right with possession here, as that one is Max Stratton. Little fake move. He's going to dish it over to Sterling Homer. Now in the hands of Lindenberg. Behind the net, it's Pentecost with it, as they're trying to stretch out this Ocean Lakes defense a little bit, get them wide and maybe have an attack. Interesting to note, if you've watched action here at the Sportsplex before, be it Pop Warner football, high school football, soccer, you generally see, as that one's going to take a hop and go towards the net, you've seen the teams and the sidelines opposite, one on the far end, one on the near side. Well, you have both, I guess you could call them benches or sidelines, on the far side opposite us, and then you have the scores table as well right there. Ocean Lakes on the right side of your screen with the blue, as we mentioned, in Kempsville with the white jerseys and the red shorts on the left side of your screen across the way as you watch it. Jeff Fatma bringing you the great images tonight. Oh, a little spin move, shake and bake again, as it is Homer giving it to Pentecost. Want to shout everyone watching us out tonight here, including other coaches across the Beach District. In fact, I know a good friend of ours, Kenneth Harris, boys basketball coach of the Region 5A champion Stallions, tuning in on our YouTube channel. He's won 3 region championships there, including a state championship a few years back. So we thank Coach Harris for tuning in, and everyone else out there watching. You can interact with us. Always check us out on our YouTube channel and beachsportsplex.com, as Kempsville trying to draw first blood here. They've got possession with Sterling Homer. Oh, nice maneuver there from the Ocean Lakes defense to make them have to go further out around the 35-yard line, and scooting out of bounds for the Chiefs. That's Noah Coretta. Kempsville won its matchup with Norfolk Christian by a count of 9-5. And in that win, 9-5 over Norfolk Christian, they had a host of players step up. Pentecost had 3 goals in that one. Sterling Homer and Noah Coretta with 2 apiece. The captain, Max Stratton, had a goal and 5 assists, and Lindenberg also scored a goal. Troy Thaxton had 11 saves in that 9-5 win over the Ambassadors of Norfolk Christian. We'll tell you about Ocean Lakes coming in just a second, as the Dolphins have it, trying to get some separation. That one's going to bounce away from the net and out of play. But so far here, early season, the Chiefs with that 9-5 win over Norfolk Christian to get to 1-0 on the campaign. Meanwhile, Ocean Lakes coming in at 2-1, as the Dolphins have gotten to this point with a 14-1 rout of Norfolk Christian, a 10-7 win over Cape Henry. They lost a squeaker 7-8 sandwiched in between there to Norfolk Collegiate back on March the 21st, just last Tuesday. Nifty pass there, as that one's pulled in for the Dolphins. Number 44, who we don't have on our roster sheet. And again, we were told by Coach Keller beforehand a lot of roster changes, so bear with us until we get a official roster. We might not have it tonight for you, but we'll tell you who we have. Aiden Dupree, number 5's got it behind the net. It's going to be taken away, though, as the Chiefs got it with number 12, Nate Hossey. The Dolphins staying very pesky here. Their girls were tenacious tonight, on point in a 13-4 win over Kempsville, where Summerlin Gates was the star of the show with at least 6 goals by our count. And Ocean Lake's going to need a collective effort here to take down this Chiefs team. Good pass there for the Dolphins with Locke. Again, trying to work it in from behind the net and curl in, but the Kempsville defense having nothing there. Good tackle. Like a linebacker on that one as the Chiefs have it. Up the field they work. The right sideline. Oh, that one's going to be long and over the head. And out of play. Another one of our sponsors here making this possible here at the Sportsplex is Zoop Eatery. At Zoop Eatery, you can build the perfect box lunch, customizable and individually packaged meals for your convenience. Choose from any of the wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, and they're all served with a hunk of bread plus dessert. There's something for the whole crew at Zoop Eatery. If you've never been there, go check them out right down the street from us here at the Sportsplex. You won't be disappointed. Some Zoop. Even some soup sounds good on this chilly night as it's dipped into the low to mid-50s and the sun has set here at the Plex. Action under the lights here with under 5 minutes to go in our first period. If you're just tuning in and you watched the girls matchup earlier, they have two 25-minute halves. For the boys, it's four 12-minute periods, almost like you would see in, say, an NBA game where they have four 12-minute quarters. A lot of people excited for the NBA playoffs on deck here, which will be getting underway next month. But so if you're familiar with the rules, it's two basically games of 48 to 50 minutes. The girls play a total of 50 minutes, 10-minute halftime break. On the boys, it'll be four 12-minute quarters, and they'll have 2-minute interval breaks in between the quarters and a 10-minute halftime break. Dolphins behind the net now, working from the side, as they just run into some congestion there, trying to dig out of it. And not a lot of room to do so. I think J.P. Estrada was involved with that. And it'll be Ethan Locke going to chase it down with 3 minutes and 46 seconds on our clock before they restart it. And the whistle means that restart happens. That one's going to be deflected, and it's going to be scooped up now by the goalkeeper for Kempsville, Troy Thaxton. And really, Ocean Lake's dominating a lot of the possession here these last few minutes of the quarter. Scooped up and a high shot. It's going to be scored. Put it on the board for number 5 of Ocean Lakes. That's Aiden Dupree. We think it's Aiden Dupree, unless he's had a number change. So he'll score our first goal with 3:21 to go in the first quarter. Dolphins striking first. And great to see our score bug is appropriate here for this one. It's on point. Girls game, we had to fix that at halftime. We thank the folks for getting that done for us, because our score bug now is basically synced to the scoreboard here at the Plex. So whatever is showing there, whichever end, that's what's going to show on our screen for all of you watching on our stream as the face-off getting ready to take place with the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Kempsville now in the attacking third area. It's Sterling Homer. And Ocean Lake's able to scoop it up. I believe their goalkeeper is Tegan Alexander, number 10 tonight. Oh, good pickoff for Kempsville, as that looked to be Tyler Groover. One's going to scoot away from number 22 and Max Stratton, the captain for the Chiefs. So we mentioned Ocean Lake's 2-1 on the season, so a little bit more seasoned in terms of their play, number of games. They've got coming up after this one, 2 days from today at First Flight, North Carolina. There's always been some connection with some North Carolina schools in Ocean Lakes. It's not too far off from the, Jim Prince and Mike Head, their football and basketball coaches from years back, went down there to North Carolina, coached for several years, a couple of wily veterans, if you will. Tallwood will be hosting Ocean Lakes on April the 4th and Lancetown April the 6th as well. As for Kempsville after tonight, their next scheduled game is coming up on Friday as they host Green Run. And then they host First Colonial on the 4th and Tallwood on the 5th. In fact, that first Colonial game a week from tonight will be here at the Sportsplex, if I'm not mistaken. So one that folks can check out here on our stream channel. Dolphins trying to evade the pressure here, get something working. A little less than 2 minutes to go in this opening frame. And that's number 8 for Ocean Lakes, Kelly Williams, who will scoop back out. Instead of tossing it to the near side, and number 3 in JP Estrada, he'll go back far side. Gets away from Locke, and now playing a little keep away. Dolphins working it behind the net with number 12, who I think is Drew Chadwick. Although that name is grayed out on my roster sheet, so I'm not even positive that is Drew Chadwick or not. We have 4 names grayed out. I'm not positive if they are names on the team, but we'll give those names we did not shout out at the beginning of our broadcast. 12, Drew Chadwick. 20, Sean Madsen. 13, Aiden Grundy. And 21, Andrew Luxick, who I'm assuming with the star by his name means he's one of the captains, along with James Scarbick, Nate Bushy, JP Estrada, and Caden Longwater. But that assumption could be wrong as well. 70 seconds to go in our first period. Dolphins up by a goal, thanks to that one scored by Aiden Dupree at the 3:21 mark of our first quarter. Dolphins really playing a lot of ball control, using the clock effectively. Coming up after the first quarter break, you'll hear from Legacy Lacrosse, our friends at Legacy Lacrosse. As well as Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. And now it is squeezed through the net. Did it go? Yes, it did. Give it to number 8, Kelly Williams, with the goal. And with 31 seconds to go, he fired a missile in there. 2-0 Ocean Lakes. Wasn't sure that was going to get to the back end of the net, but it did. So the Dolphins didn't have firm control early in this contest, but they're now starting to gain momentum and build their confidence further as they're looking for this sweep tonight of Kempsville, crosstown beach rival in both boys and girls lacrosse, to kick off the district schedule on this Tuesday evening, the last Tuesday in March. Glad you are with us here on our YouTube channel, watching through beachsportsplex.com as well, wherever you may be tuning in from. Oh, and how about that breakaway? Kempsville's on the board. Nice job by number 6, Sterling Homer. Answers 11 seconds later. Sterling Homer with the goal, trimming the Ocean Lakes lead to 1. Sterling Homer, a ton of credit. You know, the quarter's got less than a minute left. You could say, let's just regroup after one period. But, you know, Coach Abby O'Neill and the fellows on the sideline there are liking that they were able to cut into the deficit here before they go to the second period. Ocean Lakes on the move. Bullet pass from number 14, James Scarbeck. And the Dolphins trying to score before the period concludes. And it will end with Ocean Lakes up 2-1 thanks to goals from Aiden Dupree and Kelly Williams. But Kempsville inching closer thanks to Sterling Homer. 2-1 lead for the Dolphins as we get you set for the second quarter. Let's hear now from Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals.
Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash.
So check them out, chichospizza.com. Give them a call at 757-410-9191. That's 757-410-9191. Chicho's more than just a pizza. One of the many sponsors, along with AstroTurf, Vault Athletics and Fitness, Zoop Eatery, the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, John's Tax Service, CHKD Sports Medicine, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, One Life Fitness, Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Dairy Queen, Legacy Lacrosse, and, of course, our title sponsor for tonight's broadcast, the Dirty Buffalo. Matthew Hatfield here with you as Ocean Lakes leads Kempsville in this 2023 Beach District Lacrosse opener. We got Jeff Fatma on camera, and the Dolphins with a couple of goals in the last 3 minutes of the first period. Aiden Dupree with one at the 3:21 mark, Kelly Williams with one at the 31-second mark, and then 11 seconds later, Sterling Homer, multi-sport standout from football and now lacrosse for the Chiefs, answering for Kempsville to cut the lead to just one. And a lot of action happening across the area in lacrosse, including in the Beach District, where we can tell you that also taking place in the upcoming days. No other games tonight in the Beach, but on Wednesday at Norfolk Christian, Kellum will visit the Ambassadors for a 6:30 start time. Thursday, First Flight in North Carolina, we mentioned, playing host to Ocean Lakes down there in Kill Devils Hills, North Carolina. Kellum will host First Colonial at 5 o'clock, both of those 5 p.m. starts. And then on Friday, Green Run hosting Kempsville, although I'm showing it on the, we'll double-check that, where that game's going to be, at 7 o'clock, and Norfolk Christian hosting First Colonial at 6:30 on Friday. We'll double-check that location of that Kempsville Green Run matchup, because I think I initially saw it was going to be at Kempsville. Now I'm reading Green Run. So anyhow, we can watch the Chiefs here operate with it first to start this second quarter, and then they lose the handle on it. Looked like they had a good run out with Nate Hossey potentially there. Now around midfield, a couple of sticks battling for it, and the Dolphins are going to try to grab it and work the other direction here. And it is taken away by Kempsville now as the Chiefs look to respond, working from right to left. Oh, and a collision. And again, you can have contact more so on the men's side than the women's side. Toss up ahead from number 26 for Ocean Lakes, who we do not have a name for, so it must be a name on our roster that's changed jersey number. Brennan Burton tosses it up to Aiden Dupree behind the net. Dupree trying to stretch out this Kempsville defense into the hands of Thomas Dillard. Dillard dishes it over to Williams. The midfielder passes it to Brennan Burton, working the right side behind the net. Here's Dupree. He's dynamic. And that one's going to shoot past a teammate and into their own end. So Kempsville with a chance here to respond and change momentum up with a little under 10.5 minutes to go in our second quarter. Well, according to the beachdistrictva.org site, which is where you can find all your various schedules, be it for baseball, basketball, football, gymnastics, track, lacrosse, soccer, softball, tennis, football, you name it, I'm showing that game on Friday. The location is at Green Run High School. So, quick update. That girls boys lacrosse doubleheader will be at Green Run on Friday, 5:30 and 7, for those wondering about that. And a full slate of action next Tuesday as everyone in the Beach will be in action. We'll tell you about that here in just a little bit. As the Chiefs now have it with Keegan Harmon. That one's going to pop into the air, and the Dolphins come away with it. On the move, a couple of defenders getting into the way, and Chiefs pick it up with Hudson Pentecost. But now Ocean Lakes recovers and looks to work it up the field with Gavin Workman until he loses control. Kempsville seems to have settled in after that 2-goal deficit. And if they're able to get that equalizing goal here to square it up at 2, Chiefs have to feel a whole heck of a lot better than they did several minutes ago. Very patient now with Max Stratton, their captain. Operating at the controls. Stratton just getting a feel for the defense. Tosses it over to Keegan Harmon. Behind the net, Chiefs have it. Oh, and then losing the handle of it was Lindenberg. Two to 1 lead for Ocean Lakes. Oh, what a long pass, and it's hauled in by Ryan Devlin. Better than a QB wide receiver combo, but here come the Chiefs right back. Scooped up by the Dolphins. Once again now, Devlin trying to create something for his team. 3-on-2 chance, and that one's just going to be fired behind the net. A little wide. You get those 3-on-2 or 2-on-1 breakouts. They can put the heart in your throats if you're the opposition, the defense trying to stymie those on the breakout. And going away from the net, how did Aiden Dupree get that one to go against the grain? 8:09 to go, second quarter. And Dupree's got 2 this contest to make it 3-1 in favor of Ocean Lakes. So face-off coming here with Ocean Lakes up by a couple of goals. Dupree, that might be the highlight of the half. As they show up on the big scoreboard screen here, the logo for Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Enjoy delicious cooked-to-order food and rich and creamy frozen custard churned fresh throughout the day when you stop in at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, located in Virginia Beach, as well as Chesapeake, Hampton, and Williamsburg. Freddy's, the taste that brings you back. Can Kempsville come back from that goal that put the Dolphins up by a couple? Well, here they are on the run. The Dolphins looking to add to it. Number 44, not on our roster sheet, means someone has changed the number from the names we read off to you at the start of our broadcast. We won't speculate who that is until we know who it is. Dolphins trying to get into the teeth of the Kempsville defense. Dupree working it behind the net. Kempsville's going to need to keep him at bay. Double team comes with 1-1 and 1-2 for the Chiefs. And those names being Tyler Grover and Nate Hawsey. Ocean Lakes going to maintain possession here with 7:23 to go in our first half. From about the 30-yard line, Dolphins swinging it right to left. JP Estrada on that latest delivery. Oh, that one's going to get away from 44, who's going to scoop it back up beyond the 40. Chiefs with 10 players out there, 7 on this end. They've got 2 back at midfield and 1 beyond midfield at around the 30. And Ocean Lakes, of their 10, they've got 6 on this end. So really a 6-on-7 battle as Kempsville's able to come up with it. But it keeps them back in transition if the Chiefs start to get numbers, able to recover. That one's going to go beyond the stick of, and the reach, I should say, of Aiden Dupree as it rolls out. A little more than 6 minutes to go in our second quarter. If you're just joining us on our stream, Ocean Lakes, the girls were victorious 13-4 over Kempsville earlier today. And that's available for you to go back and watch on beachsportsplex.com and our YouTube channel. Just subscribe, hit that subscribe button at Virginia Beach Sportsplex, and join the many, many folks that stay up to date on everything happening when it comes to all the athletic events happening here at the Plex that we stream and bring to you. Here come the Dolphins on the run. Oops, scooting away from trouble. That's Tyson Jacques, number 17, and now with it, number 22's got it, Brennan Burton. Dupree trying to find something here as the second quarter is a little more than halfway done. This looks like a substitution here for Ocean Lakes, as I believe they're sending on a new face or two. Looks like one of those new faces, Thomas Dillard, who's racing into the middle of the screen wearing number 23. Burton playing a little keep away. Tosses it over. And now here's Dupree, who just bumps right into the Kempsville defender. A little physical hit by Noah Lee. Embracing the contact well. Little fake toss. And keeping the handle with it is Burton. Coach Keller has to like how they have been able to keep Kempsville out of transition this quarter. That Chiefs got that goal that could have led to some momentum. Ooh. A tough hit there. As Williams hit the deck hard. Able to get back up. And looks like a timeout being called by Ocean Lakes with 4:17 to go in our second quarter, which gives us a chance to pause and catch our breath and hear from One Life Fitness. You heard and read that just right. Just $29.99 a month. Go online to onelifefitness.com to claim a free trial pass and stop in and visit them at one of the 8 locations conveniently dispersed across Hampton Roads. They're here to help you start your new membership and journey to getting fit. One life, one inspired life. A proud supporter and sponsor of youth athletic events, including the high school lacrosse action, to kick off this 2023 Beach District season as we go from the chilly days and nights of winter, and it's getting a little on the nippy side here into the low 50s, and move into the month of April. They say April showers bring May flowers. We're hoping March turns into plenty of April flowers, less pollen, which has been bothering my allergies and my nose quite a bit, and we get some warmer days ahead. We had some warmer days in the last week or so, and I know people looking forward to the spring weather, got the spring fever and spring break on the horizon. And a quick timeout for Coach Keller of Ocean Lakes. And right now, Ocean Lakes trying to up their record to 3-1 on the season with this matchup against their Beach District counterpart from Kempsville, who won its season opener, did the Chiefs back on Friday at Norfolk Christian 9-5. Gave them 3 points in the power rating system. Ocean Lakes competing in Class 6 Region A. Kempsville competing in Region 5A, Class 5. Dolphins had a couple of wins, 14-1 over Norfolk Christian, 10-7 over Cape Henry Collegiate. Lost a heartbreaker 8-7 to Norfolk Collegiate last Tuesday. But this one might be a little bit on the lower scoring side of things unless we get a run of goals in the second half or before halftime here. It's 3-1. Dolphins with a couple of goals from Aiden Dupree here in this first half. And out of the timeout, we watch Mark Keller's squad operate with a lot of passing, trying to see if they can break this Kempsville defense and get a little more separation. That one's going to go away from the stick of number 5, Aiden Dupree, but it's picked up by his teammate, midfielder Kelly Williams. He's going to back it off into about the 32-yard line area. Now moves upfield. The second defender comes over, and that's going to be, once again, Noah Lee making his presence felt to halt him in his tracks. Ocean Lakes trying to keep Kempsville out of whack a little bit on the defensive side. They move the ball around, and that was almost a goal. Nifty pass. Locke couldn't put it through. Now Kempsville's going to try to grab possession as it hops away from Max Stratton, the captain for the Chiefs, able to get it back. And here he goes, pressing ahead near midfield. Long pass into Ocean Lakes territory. He's going to take a hop, and Ocean Lakes tries to get a stick on it with Jaden Hahn. Beg your pardon, I don't think that's Jaden Hahn. I think that's actually Mickey Locke, rather. I believe that's Mickey Locke that had that instead of Jaden Hahn. The 1 looked like a 7 from, or I should say the 7 looked like a 1 from my vantage point at first there. Now Dolphins have it pretty much working adjacent to the net here, as it's going to be Brennan Burton and Williams playing a little hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Who's got it? Closing in on 2 minutes to go until halftime. We'll get our 10-minute break. Oh, working away from the net. Third goal, hat trick of the half for number 5, Aiden Dupree. And it comes at 2:19 to go in the second quarter. Ocean Lakes 4, Kempsville 1. Class of 2023 prospect. On the attack all evening long so far. All of 5'11", 180 pounds, but Aiden Dupree has been very, very tough in this one for Kempsville to deal with. And in fact, in those, I guess you could call that win a scrimmage for Ocean Lakes against Norfolk Christian. And here's another goal as they put it through again, put it on the board for the Dolphins as they extend their lead to 5-1 here with 1:43 to go in the half. Ocean Lakes getting some separation. Kempsville was not quite ready for that one, as the Dolphins were able to strike again. And here's the face-off. It's a tangle there, almost like a tug-of-war down low. Credit that assist on that last goal for Ocean Lakes to number 14 as he found number 5, Dupree. That assist would be James Scarbeck. And we've got another timeout here with 1:25 to go in our half, which means we have a chance to let you hear from another one of our sponsors, and that would be Dairy Queen.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
That's right, you can get it delivered at DQ.com. Grill and chill. Every day is sweet when they're serving you blizzard treats like cookie dough, Reese's, M&M's, Oreo fudge brownie, and so much more. Thanks for being fans all these years, and here's to many more. Dairy Queen, Lancetown. It's fan food, not fast food. It's been the Aiden Dupree Show as Ocean Lakes has been cruising here in the second quarter. It was a 2-1 lead after one period of play, but Dupree has scored all 3 goals, a hat trick in the period. And Ocean Lakes looking mighty, mighty strong. I know the goal was set out from what I read from the Ocean Lakes Current, which is the, I believe, school paper there, that they want to go 8-2 or better in the region to make the regional championship game. One of their goals they've got set. 15 goals scored by Dupree, Ethan Lott, Kelly Williams, Aiden Grundy, Nate Bushy, and Brennan Burton in that opener they had against Norfolk Christian. And during the first 3 quarters, Norfolk Christian could not score a goal against junior goalie Tegan Alexander, who was really strong in that one. And I think a lot of core season players for Coach Mark Keller stepping up in this one. Dupree, the main catalyst thus far. And outside of that goal from Sterling Homer, the Kempsville attack has been relatively quiet. They had early momentum to begin this game, thought they might strike first, and didn't do so. Now the Chiefs needing something here before the break, and Coach Abby O'Neill's team going to try to turn to number 22, Max Stratton, their captain, to get them closer. Avoiding a couple of Dolphins with it is Hudson Pentecost. Now the Chiefs lose the handle on it, and Ocean Lake scoops it up. And they're racing into Chiefs territory until, well, they keep having it. They almost lost it for a second. And then, oh, what a goal scored by number 15 for Ocean Lakes, Ryan Devlin. With 53 seconds to go, Devlin's goal makes it 6-1 in favor of the Dolphins, as they have exploded here in this quarter. They have scored 3 goals in a span of a minute and 26 seconds to break open this game. It was a pretty close competitive battle at 3-1. Now it's 6-1 Ocean Lake, starting to gain that separation that their ladies got before intermission in the previous matchup, where they led Kempsville 8-3 in the first half, took that lead to the break and prevailed 13-4. Now Ocean Lakes is not done. They're looking for more. Toss is going to go behind the intended target in Brennan Burton and sail out with 40 seconds showing exactly on our clock. So with 24 seconds to go in the second period, Ocean Lakes with a comfortable 5-goal lead. Chiefs trying to get a little bit of a confidence boost like they got at the end of the first quarter with Sterling Homer's goal with 20 seconds to go in the period. But the problem is they have it on the end of the field. Ocean Lakes wants to prefer to operate. They dig out of their own end here. Chiefs now trying to create something, but the Dolphins get it back. And up ahead, they toss it. Miles Gravitt. Now the Chiefs trying to pounce on it here, but the clock runs out, and Ocean Lakes behind 4 goals from Aiden Dupree, a goal each from Kelly Williams and Ryan Devlin. They lead the Chiefs from Kempsville High 6-1 as we'll step aside for our halftime break. Dolphins trying to improve their mark to 3-1 on the year. As we step aside, it gives you a chance to hear from one of our many sponsors, beginning with Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
Go check them out online, vaultathleticsandfitness.com. The Vault Fitness facility is Hampton Roads' newest 13,000-square-foot facility located in the Hilltop section of Virginia Beach. They specialize in youth athlete development, personal training, small group training, and specialty fitness classes. Vault Athletics and Fitness, one of our proud sponsors of the lacrosse action you'll be watching throughout the spring here at the Sportsplex. Matt Hatfield here with you. Jeff Fatma, our camera operator today. Also, shout out Jaden Fatma as well for watching with us and helping provide some of the shots that you have watched throughout tonight. As earlier, it was Ocean Lakes girls beating Kempsville 13-4 in its opener. Marvelous performance from Summerlin Gates. Also, Molly Ryan Gates and Riley Devlin contributing mightily to that one. Riley Wright scored that 13th and final goal with 9 minutes to go in that victory over Kempsville, which in defeat did show some promise behind freshman Riley Aldo, who had a goal in that one that cut the deficit to 2-1, a little less than 9 minutes into the contest. And in this one, we mentioned Riley Devlin. Well, Ryan Devlin got the last goal of the half for Ocean Lakes with 53 seconds to go in our second quarter that made it 6-1. That came after 3 consecutive goals. A hat trick today for Aiden Dupree of Ocean Lakes. You, me, and Dupree. Ocean Lakes getting it done with Aiden Dupree stepping up in a big way. Kempsville trimmed that 2-0 deficit late in the first quarter after Dupree's first goal at the 3:21 mark and Kelly Williams' goal with 31 seconds to go in the opening frame to 2-1 on Sterling Homer's goal, but they got shut out in the second quarter as Tegan Alexander, their junior goalkeeper, has been rock solid and not threatened at all here in the first half, other than that goal late in the opening period from Homer. So Ocean Lake's trying to move its record to 3-1. Kempsville will need a remarkable rally to avoid dropping to 1-1 before a matchup at Green Run coming up on Friday as part of a girl-boy lacrosse doubleheader. Don't forget, next Tuesday we have action here at the Plex. In fact, it'll be a girl-boy doubleheader of lacrosse with First Colonial and Kempsville also in action next Tuesday. Tallwood taking on Ocean Lakes. That is supposed to be at Salem High School in Virginia Beach. Lansdowne High School will host Cox versus Killam. And you also have Lansdowne hosting Green Run as part of a double dip there with that Cox-Kellam game, and Salem hosting Princess Anne as part of that double dip with the Tallwood Ocean Lakes game coming up a week from tonight with the lacrosse action as we move into April. Chance now to hear from some more of our sponsors here at the Sportsplex. You see that great playing surface, and it's thanks to folks like AstroTurf.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
At CHKD, sports medicine is more than just treating injuries. It's a whole team approach to caring for young athletes. With experienced physicians, surgeons, trainers, and rehab specialists here when kids and teens need them most. Our experts help young athletes prevent injuries too, with advanced training and conditioning programs that keep them in the game safely. CHKD Sports Medicine, where kids are more than patients and we're more than a hospital.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash.
All right, we're back here getting ready for the second half between the Ocean Lakes Dolphins and the Kempsville Chiefs. Ocean Lakes leading at 6-1 right now in this lacrosse matchup from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex to kick off the 2023 campaign for lacrosse. And interesting to note, if you're just tuning in, the girls have 25-minute halves, the boys with 12-minute periods, 2 25-minute halves for the ladies and 4 12-minute quarters for the guys. And I know from a couple years ago, there was a set of changes made to the boys lacrosse across the state and through the VHSL's guidelines. And some of that was in response to the pandemic, in fact, that bothered some coaches. They've made some changes in response back to that have gone back to where players don't have to remain reasonably amount of distance and so forth. And I think it's been to the liking of the coaches and people involved. But, you know, there was not any face-offs, I know, during the pandemic shortened year. But for people across Virginia Beach, this is all foreign to them because this is the first year they've had interscholastic lacrosse action. There's been club teams and several club programs across Virginia Beach for years now, but each school now getting allowed the opportunity to schedule 14 games per the VHSL rules. Regionals will start on May 19th, and a state champion will be crowned for boys and girls on June the 10th. And I know a lot of people excited about this, having this opportunity to compete in the sport as they look to see it grow even more in the years to come. And the quarterfinals for the states will be at home sites June 2nd and 3rd. The semifinals for the states will be at home sites June 6th and 7th for lacrosse. We'll see if any playoff games of magnitude get here at the Sportsplex. I know it would be a wonderful venue to have some postseason action. We'll see if that will transpire. So face-off now with Ocean Lakes and Kempsville, and it's going to be the Chiefs winning it. A little bump there, but Chiefs getting it with Sterling Homer, number 6, we've called out a good number of times here in this contest. Ocean Lakes protecting the goal on the right side of your screen. Kempsville on the left side of your screen as Ocean Lakes works it from right to left, up the field quickly. Look at the speed there from number 17, Tyson Jocks. The speed merchant, we'll call him. He's going to take a couple hops, and now the Chiefs get it back. Looks like that'll be Homer protecting it. And that will get sent out of play. In fact, our cameraman, Jeff Foppman, making a good point that you can hear the sticks hitting down the field. It's getting a little very physical and aggressive down there on the turf. And Ocean Lakes is not budging a bit here with this 5-goal lead as they're going to have a little spin move. Getting away from the defender, now backing off. It's number 22, Brennan Burton. Kelly Williams tossing it over to Gavin Workman. And that one's going to squirt away from the net and out of play behind near the fence. So now Kempsville trying to get something on the board to build their confidence and momentum. There's Stratton on the run. A couple of defenders chasing him now. Now it's going to be a bunch of blue shirts just getting in his pathway. Ocean Lake's doing a really good job of cutting off his areas to attack upfield. Not giving him a lot of daylight. Dolphins spreading the Chiefs out here. And guess what? Ocean Lakes on the board again. 7-1 is the count. As they add to their lead. And it was guess who with that goal? Number 5, who has been working it all game long and given the opposition fits. And you know him as Aiden Dupree. Ethan Locke finding Dupree for that goal at the 10:06 mark. And he's now got 5 today. He has just been spectacular in this game. It's a great job by Locke to find him. Much like in basketball, you need a great player to set you up, and Locke did a stellar job of that. Now here comes Kempsville trying to get something working, but that time the connection was a little off the mark as it was Noah Lee trying to find Noah Coretta. The Noahs couldn't time it out well, and Coretta had 2 goals in that win over Norfolk Christian. So he's shown the ability. Pentecost, another one you got to watch out for. Lindenberg, Stratton. Stratton is one that really sets up his teammates well, had 5 assists against Norfolk Christian. And he's yet to get in the teeth of the defense to where he can dump it off to somebody. Those little no-look finds on the break. Ocean Lakes, that one's going to bounce away from the intended target in James Scarbeck, who has an assist in this one. Had that assist to Dupree on his 4th goal that made it 5-1 in favor of the Dolphins with 1:43 to go in the second quarter. And now Kempsville looking to slow the tempo down a little bit with Lindenberg. Passes it over to Stratton. Where's Stratton going to go with it? He's going to back away. He's wanting to be a distributor, you can tell here, as they get closer to that midway point of the third quarter. Change of directions now as Ocean Lake sends it up the field into Kempsville territory around the 44-yard line. Stopping with it, it's Thomas Dillard. Now a spin move away from a defender, Luke Rubel. I'll play a little keep away, maybe some possum here with the defense. Into the net and stick of Dupree, who definitely has that scoring mindset, and he will take a fall as he was knocked down by Will Bateman. So behind the net, the Dolphins work at Kelly Williams. That one's going to take a hop as that grounder will get away from Ocean Lakes, and it'll be scooped back into the, looks like the hands of Kelly Williams. Check that Rubel, rather. Now Kelly Williams has it. It's going to scoot way back over to Rubel as the Dolphins burn some clock here. Williams with the pass. Oh, a high jumping reception by Dupree, but the Kempsville defense was there and fortunately able to stop it in goal with keeper Troy Thaxton. Ocean Lakes picks it up. Oh, missile shot goes far and wide away. As Williams had a good angle on it, but that went flying to the far right side. A reminder, you can join the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame for 2023 induction weekend, April 21st and 22nd in Town Center of Virginia Beach. The hall will honor the class of 2023 as part of the 59th induction weekend in its, check that, 50th induction weekend in its history. Event tickets and sponsorships are available by visiting vasportshof.com. That's www.vasportshof.com. And if you're wondering about some of the people going into the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, the inductees coming up for this class of 2023, we'll tell you about them in just a moment. It's going to be a big weekend coming up. Dolphins now trying to play some more keep away here. Oh, that time the stick of number 22 went flying. I got a lot of oohs and ahs. Brennan Burton lost a stick but got it back here. And the intensity ratcheting up here as there's going to be a flag thrown here, and it's getting a little testy with some emotions running high. And that will halt play with 4 minutes exactly on our third quarter clock. So that infraction will send some people on and out here. And we'll get a timeout on the field here with 4 minutes exactly on our third quarter clock. So we will step aside as well and hear from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
Atlantic Bay, lending peace of mind. Go check them out online at atlanticbay.com. 4 minutes to go exactly in our third quarter. Ocean Lakes up 7-1 on Kempsville in this lacrosse matchup at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. There'll be some rain a little bit after 10 p.m. tonight. At least that's what the forecast is calling for. But right now, a bit of an overcast night with skies at 55 degrees. We mentioned earlier about the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame being a proud sponsor of our action here. The class of 2023 I referenced before our commercial break will include the likes of D'Angelo Hall, Chesapeake native, Virginia Tech football, played in NFL for 14 seasons. Jimmy Laycock, who was the head football coach at William & Mary for 39 seasons, won over 200 games in his career, almost 250 wins in his career. Francina McCrory, Hampton University, two-time Olympic gold medalist. Joe Montgomery, Lynchburg native, William & Mary football. Sean Moore, Martinsville, UVA, 1990 ACC Player of the Year. Jerry Ratcliffe covered him as a sports columnist in Charlottesville and was the 4-time Virginia Sports Writer of the Year. Bob Rotance out of Roanoke College, an All-American lacrosse player. 1978 National Player of the Year. So people that follow this sport know that name. Sheila Trice Myers out of Louisa, Christopher Newport University, and a 15-time national champion. And Ryan Zimmerman, a Virginia Beach product and UVA standout, who started at Kellum High. 16 Major League Baseball seasons, a 2-time All-Star, and was a World Series champion with the Washington Nationals. Again, that Virginia Sports Hall of Fame induction weekend coming up April 22nd and April 21st. And Kempsville's on the board. How about that? The Chiefs with 3:53 to go in the third period. I think they messed up the scoreboard. They're going to fix this here on our scoreboard, so bear with us as they correct it to, it should read 7-2. Let's hope they get that right because 9-2 is not right. They'll hopefully get this fixed in just a second. It should read 7-2, not 9-2. So we'll hopefully get that. I think she's working on it. Hopefully. Let's see if she gets it fixed there.
7-2.
As we. So we'll hopefully get that score corrected for you in just a moment. As the Chiefs were able to nudge closer. As it was number 4 finding number 1 on that goal. For those of you at home, that was Noah Coretta finding Hudson Pentecost. So it should read 7-2, but we'll hopefully get that squared away here shortly. The Chiefs trying to make a little bit of a comeback effort here as the third quarter's winding down. Under 4 minutes to go in the period. And that's Stratton being denied a little bit by Tyson Jacques. And Jacques is going to nudge it out. Oh, really heads-up play as he gets it to the teammate of his, Ryan Devlin, but it's still within that circle area for Kempsville to do some damage here as Ocean Lakes is going to try to pull it out with Dylan Labatzi and get out of harm's way. So Ocean Lake's trying to orchestrate something here to stop the little bit of momentum Kempsville was building. Long toss over to number 11, Cole Anderson. And now the Dolphins just trying to maybe wear out some of these Kempsville players, making them chase them with the ball here. And they bring on a fresh face with the substitution. Gavin Workman running on. See if they can find Workman. They do. Oh, it gets away from his stick, but he's going to run it down here on the near side. Kempsville defense is going to have to follow the ball and whichever man's got it without getting out of position defensively. Oh, and that time a little bit of a collision. Ethan Locke thought he had a good look at it, but now the Chiefs run it back the other direction. Ocean Lake's picking it away now with Tyson Jacques. Up ahead, they throw it. And now the Dolphins with a long shot over the head of the goalkeeper and behind the net, high upstairs. Toss over to number 11. That's Cole Anderson. Oh, over the head of Williams. Ocean Lake's going to try to save it, and he hits it backwards to where Kempsville could get a run out, and Tyler Grover tries to get to it, but Ocean Lake's speed really having an effect here as the third quarter comes to a close. Dolphins in command, up 7-2 in this one, and we'll step aside for our fourth quarter conclusion coming up. 12 more minutes to go to decide who prevails in this matchup from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. And we thank you for watching with us on our YouTube channel and beachsportsplex.com.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
And we're back here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. Ocean Lakes in total control of this one here against the Kempsville Chiefs. As it has been the Aiden Dupree show. He has been sensational in this one for much of the way. Okay, we've apparently confirmed that it is 9-2. We had it up here at 7-2. In fact, the So we are being told it is 7-2 as we just got word, which is what we had thought the count was as well. So it is 7-2. And that is what we thought we had for the break. So all right, we were wondering where those two mysterious goals came from. As the count has now been corrected on our scoreboard, which again is the scoreboard here at the Plex that also shows up on your screen as we have started the fourth and final period of regulation. And it looks like a whistle by the officials as we start the fourth quarter. And a quick timeout. So with that quick timeout, it gives us a chance to let you hear from another one of our sponsors. And this time we're going to spin the wheel and see what it lands on. Jeff says it's going to land on CHKD Sports Medicine.
At CHKD, sports medicine is more than just treating injuries. It's a whole team approach to caring for young athletes. With experienced physicians, surgeons, trainers, and rehab specialists here when kids and teens need them most. Our experts help young athletes prevent injuries too, with advanced training and conditioning programs that keep them in the game safely. CHKD Sports Medicine. where kids are more than patients and we're more than a hospital.
So visit chkd.org for more, as the CHKD Sports Medicine program is dedicated to the comprehensive treatment of illness and injury in pediatric and college athletes. We thank them for tending to our young ones and keeping them healthy, fit, and strong. 11 minutes and 52 seconds to go in this Beach District opener for Ocean Lakes and Kempsville and high school lacrosse. More lacrosse action will be coming your way in the coming days, both here on our Beach Sportsplex YouTube channel, as well as for those that want to venture out to any high schools to watch it, they can do so. I mentioned earlier, for those of you just tuning in, that there's a host of games coming up on Tuesday with Tallwood and Ocean Lakes at Salem High and Virginia Beach, part of a doubleheader which will also include Salem and Princess Anne. Lansdowne High School will host a doubleheader that includes Lansdowne and Green Run next Tuesday, and then Cox and Kellum will be the first game. And then here, part of a doubleheader, girls and boys side, Kempsville and First Colonial squaring off. Toss over to Stratton. Stratton trying to beat defense here, and he makes a pass intended for number 2, Adam Lindenberg. Lindenberg chases it down. And here comes Ocean Lakes on the move. Dolphins send it over the head of the intended target in number 22. That would be Brennan Burton. And now the entry in here for Ocean Lakes, which will send it across the way. Williams gets it into the midst of number 12, we don't have on our sheet. It might be Drew Chadwick, rather. Tossed over. It's going to be deflected. Who's going to come up with it? Hot potato as it bounces around. Dolphins scoop it up, and they'll pull it out. But they're going to say, nope, Kempsville. With 10:10 remaining. Chiefs with Stratton trying to spark something for them. Down by 5 goals. They had that nice score with Noah Coretta finding Hunter Pentecost. Losing a stick there for the Chiefs was their number 12, and that's Nate Hossey gets it back. And Nate playing very clever defense, gets it away. And now he's on the move, but loses the ball in the process. And Ocean Lakes reclaims possession. Dolphins not really looking to score here. They're just trying to use some clock up and get the win, which you can respect, not trying to add any insurance goals or rub it in, if you will, on Kempsville. They're just trying to come away here with no injuries and get the win. Get some other players some experience. So we tick under 9 minutes to go in this contest. Kempsville trying to work the sideline. And it'll be Stratton spinning around and making a pass. Now on the move, it's Sterling Homer. Homer sees 3 blue shirts corral him. It's going to be knocked away by number 15 and Ryan Devlin. Devlin, who had a goal earlier in this game that made it 6-1 with 53 seconds to go until halftime. Here come the Chiefs back again. Staying very spunky is Nate Hawsey. If Kempsville didn't have that stretch where there was 3 goals in a minute 26 against them, they'd be in a lot better shape before the half. This would really be a 2-goal game. Could be running out of some time now if you're a Kempsville fan, but Ocean Lake's continuing to move the ball and space out players well here as the Kempsville defense really having to compensate for all that they're bringing. Coretta. And Homer and Lee and company really looking for some way to contain this Ocean Lakes attack, which has been clicking ever since the beginning of that second quarter. Really, that 3rd goal of the game by Dupree that made it 4-1 with 2:19 until halftime. Felt like that was the necessary cushion they needed in this one. And they've been able to rest Dupree here in this 4th period as he's been watching from the sideline, if I'm not mistaken. He is. As has Dylan Labazzi. Pass there by Cole Anderson over to Kelly Williams. A couple of midfielders trying to use some time off the clock. And that one's going to squirt away from Jaden Hahn. Excuse me, not Jaden Hahn. Jaden Hahn's for Ocean Lakes. Hunter Pentecost. Out from away from the net, Tegan Alexander. He's not seen a lot of potential damage come his way in this 4th and final period. We thank you for watching tonight's game, and please like and subscribe. We thank our sponsors for making this free for us to bring to you all. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, please visit beachsportsplex.com/streaming and fill out the contact information. You can get in touch with our folks here where they can make it possible. And that replay is always available on our YouTube page at Virginia Beach Sportsplex for this and many other contests played here at the VB Sportsplex. Just under 4.5 minutes to go now in this Beach District opener. Up next for the Dolphins, as they are closing in on a 3-1 start to the season. They'll be at First Flight in a couple days in North Carolina. A little bit of a mini road trip, if you will, for this group. And then from there on out, it's all Beach District games with the likes of Tallwood, Lancetown, Salem, Cox, Kellum, First Colonial, Princess Anne, Green Run, and Bayside. So they pretty much play all 10 beach schools once, and then they have 3 private schools they've already faced in Norfolk Christian, Cape Henry, and Norfolk Collegiate with the out-of-state opponent in First Flight. Kempsville's games to follow. Green Run coming up on the road on Friday to close out the month of March, and then First Colonial here a week from tonight at the Sportsplex. Tallwood at Kellum, at Princess Anne, at Bayside, host Lancetown at Salem on May the 9th, and they conclude the regular season at Cox on May the 16th. Chiefs with Max Stratton set to enter it in from the sideline. Looks to throw it long, and that's going to be over the head, sailing out of Gavin Toney. And with under 4 minutes to go, we can tell you about Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals, where you can revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. Yeah, the summer's right around the corner. It's something to keep in mind with years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings. The focus at Shine Time is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals. You can find them online at shinetimeinc.com. You give them a call at 757-797-5645. That's 757-797-5645. And shinetimeinc.com is the website where you can find out more information, get a quote, and so much more. 3:15 to go. Kempsville trailing Ocean Lakes 7-2. There's been no scoring in this quarter. By period, Ocean Lakes had 2 goals. And just as I say that, no scoring this period, there would happen to be a goal to make it 8-2. Ocean Lakes. Wouldn't you know that's how it works out? Right when we tell you there's no scoring this quarter, guess what there is? There's a goal, ladies and gents. Kempsville seemed to have them stopped, but the Dolphins getting it on the board. Kempsville, just literally about 20 seconds before that, had it dribble into Ocean Lakes territory before the Dolphins wrestled it back and was able to push their lead up to 6 at 8-2. And doing it without Aiden Dupree on the field until actually they brought Aiden Dupree back on the field and he got that last goal. Add another one as Ocean Lakes is starting to get the insurance points they need to make it an easy route here at the Sportsplex. Dupree comes back in, and just like that, Ocean Lakes has completely befuddled the Chiefs in these last couple of minutes. That last goal by number 22 for Ocean Lakes and Brennan Burton to make it 9-2. So Dupree's got 6 of the goals. Devlin, Kelly Williams, Ryan Devlin, that is, Kelly Williams, and Brennan Burton. And guess what? Another goal's on the board as they mob number 20 for Ocean Lakes. I think that's Sean Madsen, but we're not positive of that. If it is Sean Madsen, his name for some reason is in gray, not black on the roster sheet that I took a photo of before this game. So Ocean Lakes scoring its 10th goal at 2:09 to go. They've literally scored 3 goals in 57 seconds. Three goals in a minute and 26 seconds in the second period, and 3 goals here in 3 goals in a minute 3 goals in just over a minute, almost and a half in the second quarter, and 3 goals in 57 seconds for Ocean Lakes. That's really been the difference here to break open this matchup with the Chiefs. And now Kempsville trying to finish up on a little bit of a positive note, but the Dolphins are just having their way at this point, running away with this thing. Following up their girls' masterpiece of a 13-4 win. Trying to get themselves a comfortable win of 8 or 9 goals. One more would make it 9, like the last margin was. Ocean Lakes on the move again. That's Nate Bushy. And that's going to run behind the net with 1:08 to go. And as we tick down time, I want to thank our entire team, from Nick Sentai and Chuck Thornton to our camera operators, Jeff Fatma, Jaden Fatma. Ocean Lakes, very impressive, both in girls and boys lacrosse, to open up this 2023 campaign tonight. Again, beachdistrictva.org if you want to find out more information on the schedules and scores and all of that involving all Virginia Beach athletic events. It can give you further details than that. Beachsportsplex.com for more to find out what's happening here at the Plex and the Regional Training Center right next door to us. As the Ocean Lakes Dolphins are set to move to 3-1, Kempsville about to fall to 1-1 on this 2023 campaign. And many thanks to our title sponsor tonight, the Dirty Buffalo, National Wing Festival Award winner and Tidewater, Virginia's best wings. The Dirty Buffalo has 4 convenient locations across the 757 where you can dine in, carry out, and have delivery available. Go pay them a visit. Behind Aiden Dupree's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 goals tonight. LeBron would be proud, right? He did wear 6 once upon a time. It's in the books, this 2023 opener from the Virginia Beach Sportsplex on this final Tuesday night in March of 2023 goes to Ocean Lakes, victorious over Kempsville by a count of 10-2. This is Matthew Hatfield signing off, and we'll talk to you next time in the month of April here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. We thank you for tuning in. So long, everyone.